It's psychotic. They keep creating new ways to celebrate mediocrity.
Hey guys, it's me again. I just came back from watching The Wild Robot, and again, 2024 just keeps giving me great surprises. You know, I was actually really excited for this movie, especially after seeing the reviews, seeing, you know, big YouTubers like Shay Frillis really hyping up the film, saying how great it was. And to be honest, I looked at some reviews, I checked, you know, like IMDb, etc. And it was only after seeing some of the lower reviews, because what I like to look at is I like to look at like the middle reviews, like, you know, 5 out of 10s, etc. And I saw some people saying stuff along the lines of this is just generic, etc. And being honest, it didn't deter me too much. I was still really excited for it, but I don't know, there was just, after seeing those reviews, there was just something in the back of my head which just made me think, oh god, there could be something seriously wrong with this movie, and fortunately there is. I think it's kind of bad, sorry to say. Again, as I said with the Inside Out 2 one, just very depressed for the shit of animated movies. Makes you think, why do I even bloody bother, you know, like, it was just a complete waste of time. And again, I want to preface this with, don't let my enjoyment or criticisms bring your opinion down, or, you know, I want to hear why you guys love the movie, because I'm sure this might be my most hated video yet. Who knows? The Dreamworks one was quite hated, but I just do not get the review scores for this and all the praise, because it's just like, I just want like another disclaimer, like you're allowed to not like products, you're allowed to not enjoy them, because, you know, so many companies nowadays are just releasing film after films which are just subpar, you know, they're unfinished, complete messes, etc. I know it's always been like that, but I think nowadays just things have gotten so corporate, and you just feel that with movies like so much more. And I feel like you should have the right to dislike stuff, because a lot of people are just like, if something's really liked, it's like you have to like the film, and that's it. You know, people do it with, like, you know, stuff like Suicide Squad. Remember when they tried to like shut down like Rotten Tomatoes because you had an opinion that you didn't like the movie? You know, one of my favorite YouTubers, Emp Lemon, he made the point, like, back in the day when a film was released and the critics were like, this was a flop, you know, that was sort of it, you know, you'd sort of accept it. But nowadays we've got this vocal minority, or quite big sometimes online, which are just like, no, this film's so good, how dare you say it's bad, how dare you ask for more from a movie? And it's just like, I think perfect example is, recently watched The Little Mermaid, the original, and it was just shockingly refreshing to watch like a brand new film, because I've never seen it before until like yesterday. But it was just so refreshing to see an animated film that was actually competent. It was really well paced, only an hour and 20 minutes, which is like a lot of the older Disney films, I've realised. Great songs, great looking visually, interesting characters, you can see the points of view from everyone. And it's like just one of those films where it's just like, I feel like it's just universally loved. Like, this is just a bot movie. Like, The Wild Robot is just, it's just bot. It's literally just, it's in the title. I think that animation is very good. Not the best though from Dreamworks. Not far from the best I've ever seen. I think Spider-Verse, Puss in Boots looks way better than this. And I understand people said, like Shay Frillis said, it's not what it's going for. So, you know, for what it was, pretty good animation. The score is fine. I think it's a little bit forgettable. I might get wrapped in the head for that, but just my thoughts. The voice acting was like good enough. It seemed to have a lot of the formula of, you know, a classic, you know, film. And when I started watching it, you know, it was about the robot, you know, starting off in the wilderness, not knowing where it came from. Its directive is to, you know, serve any being that comes to it, etc. And it was nice, you know, for the first, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, it was, you know, sort of interesting. I was interested. I was like, okay, by the way, sorry it slanted. I've literally got this on my bed. But anyway, I was like, okay, I'm interested to see where this is going. Then the movie just kept going on, and I'm like, the worst part of this movie is the script. It's a complete and utter mess of a script. And again, I know you guys are probably going to be shocked of me saying that, but it's just like the film's trying to say so much stuff, and it doesn't say anything because it's trying to do this and that. Like, you know, they say it's a film about, oh, humans are bad, and like, you know, there's loads of stuff about that, and then it's like, oh, we're growing the watching the little bird grow up and stuff, and it's just okay. And then it's just like they also try and like really add all these like characters in, like there's loads of side characters, and while none of them are really annoying or like offensive, it's just like you're trying to grow all these things. And like, yeah, another thing, like with the fox character, which by the way is just the bloody fox from Zootopia, like that's his character. And like, again, like this is another subplot, like, oh, he wants to eat the little bird, haha, isn't this funny? And then, oh, he actually learns to love the bird. Like, yeah, mate, like, okay, like, who doesn't see that coming? When you've seen a lot of these animated films, who doesn't expect that shit, man? Like, everyone expects that shit. The film dies when it's the lie reveal. Like, the lie reveal was just like offensively awful, and it's like the wild robot accidentally kills the little bird's parents, and it's just like, oh, you lied to me. And like, it's just that shit again, and it's like, oh my god. But this is like half an hour in, and that is so bad because the pacing is awful in this movie. It is awful. I couldn't believe how bad the pacing was, because they're trying to tell all these stories and say all these things. It's just like, you jump into this and that. None of it's interesting. The fox isn't interested. It's not really that funny. It's got a couple like okay moments, but most of it is just like bot humor, to be honest. And it's just like, man, what happened to like the family movies that entertained everyone? Something like The Little Mermaid. There was humor for everyone. I was laughing. I'm not just a grump. Like, I'd never seen that film before. And you think like Little Mermaid, I probably stayed away from it as a kid. There's humor, there's heart, there's something for everyone in that movie. Like, the chef in like Little Mermaid's so funny. And it's like, all these characters are balanced well, and they're interesting. You want to know what happens with them. But it's just like, again, the villain in like Little Mermaid, like Ursula, such a fantastic, like cunning villain with so much presence. But then like, it's just like, this is another subplot, like the fucking robots coming back, and like the robot like thing controlling the ship is saying like, oh, I'm evil now. Oh, you can't have independent thought. And that's another like little theme of the movie, like, you know, make sure to think for yourself, even if you're a robot. Actually, robots can't have emotions. I'm kidding, but sort of. But it's just like, man, it's like they're ticking a box. I know this is like a little meme of mine. Like, did AI write this shit? But it's like, seriously, it's like, did AI actually write this? Because it's just like bot moment after bot moment. It's ridiculous. Me and all my friends in the cinema were in agreement. Like, I brought a few people along to watch it. We were excited for it, and none of it worked. And it's like, none of the story works, sorry. And it's like, and the characters, like stuff like the beaver, like they do such weird things with it. Like they keep leaving like shots on him, like he's going to do something cunning, he's going to do something, like, you know, there's something up with him. Like you think the movie's going one way, but it's just like a red herring. It's just like nothing happens with him. He just helps them in the end. Like, I thought he was going to be like a fun side villain or, you know, something, but it's just nothing. This is, for me, another fail. If I had to rate out 10, it would be like 4 or 5. But I don't like it, and I'd never want to watch it again. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is heads and bounds better than this movie. It's just like, it's just so boring. It's just so boring. Like, genuinely, just the structure of the movie is trash. The script is absolute trash. There's some lines in this movie which is just, they're just terrible. And it's like, why are you guys praising mediocrity? Like, what? Why do people do this again? Puss in Boots, it's such a good script, such a good, you know, basis of like, you know, stuff like Good, the Bad and the Ugly, like paying homage. You know, so many themes and stuff. That's what I was so surprised. Like something like Puss in Boots, they can actually mix so many themes and so many plots together in a good way. And I think it's because it was based off like a great movie, like a great like basis of a story of like, you know, it's this big epic. All these characters trying to get to one goal. Like, it's focused. And Wild Robot has no focus. Like, what was the movie trying to say? Like, nature good, robot bad. Make sure to... You see what I mean? I don't even know. Like, it's just crazy. And like, you know, something like with the little bird, it's like, oh, the plot twist is, oh yeah, but Yes, the robot accidentally killed your parents, but you wouldn't have survived anyway. They would have left you and let you to die because you're the runt of the litter. And it's just like, mate, I don't care at this point. You lost me at the Lara reveal. Like, again, I know that's mean for me as well. Like, I'm just such like a, like, I hate the Lara reveal, but I do because I watch so many of these movies, and it's just like, no, fail again. You failed. Sorry, it's a bit rambly. That was my review of Wild Robot. I think it's not good. If you guys disagree with me, fair enough. Don't attack me, but please give your opinion. I'm genuinely interested to see what I am missing. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.
It's junk, first class junk.